Hello and welcome to another episode of In Just 1 Minute or So. Today we are talking about turning any conversation into a learning moment. Let's jump in. Imagine you are coaching, managing, or leading someone, and you're doing the right things. You're staying curious, you're asking thoughtful questions, you're holding back the urge to jump in with advice. That's excellent. But there's one move most leaders still miss. Before you jump to the next question, before you wrap up the conversation, you need to respond. Not with judgment, not with evaluation, but with acknowledgement. So, something like, good, that's interesting, yes, I like that. This isn't filler, this is call and response, and it matters. Now, here is the uncomfortable truth. People don't really learn when you tell them something. They don't even fully learn when they do something. Learning starts when they reflect. That's when new neural pathways form. More than 40 years ago, researchers described this as a double loop learning. The first loop is solving the problem. The second loop is stepping back to learn from what just happened. It is that second loop that insight happens. That's where the aha moments live. Your job as a leader isn't to manufacture answers, it's to create space for that second loop. This is why so much learning, especially at work, simply doesn't stick. People forget most of what they hear shortly after the conversation ends, even when it was important. Neuroscience helps explain this why. The Neuro Leadership Institute describes 4 drivers of long-term memory: attention, emotion, spacing, and generation. Generation is the critical one here. When people generate their own insights instead of receiving advice, retention increases dramatically, which leads to one deceptively simple question. At the end of a meaningful conversation, ask, what was the most useful for you in this conversation? This question does several powerful things at the same time. It assumes the conversation was worthwhile. It focuses attention on what truly matters. It reduces overwhelm by identifying the one thing. It personalizes the learning. It helps create new neural connections, and it gives you feedback on what actually helped. Most importantly, they are telling themselves what was useful. That will always land more deeply than you telling them. So, most conversations end in a rush. People wrap up, move on, worry about the next meeting, and the insight evaporates. Instead, pause. Ask the learning question. What was most useful for you about this conversation? That's how learning sticks. That's how insight compounds. And that's how great leaders turn conversations into capability. All right, and that's all for today. Thank you for joining us, and see you in the next episode.